All right. So, as we get started today, my name is Sharon, and I'll be conducting the MLS Marketing Tools webinar. I also have with me today Chris Lamia and Debbie Williams. They're here to answer any questions you might have throughout the webinar. We will ask that you type your questions into the Q&A panel because we do not monitor the chat panel during our webinars. And also keep in mind, with regard to today's webinar, that this is not about teaching you guys how to set everything up that we're going to show you today, but rather make you aware of all of the marketing tools that are available to you. We want to also encourage you to share this information with your agents so that they can benefit from these marketing tools as well. And at the end of the webinar, I'll point you to training material on that will allow you to go through all of the steps that you'll need to take through each one of the marketing tools to get all of the things set up that we will be talking about here today. So as we get started, I am just going to move my screen over where you guys can see it. I'm already logged in to mfrlogin.com. And that is going to be the best way to log into the MLS so that you're never missing any new products and services that we take on, that we offer you. Everything that we're going to be talking about today, these marketing tools, do not cost you any extra. These are all included in your subscription, and you have just a gold mine of opportunity here if you use these items to market yourself and your business. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first marketing tool. The first one we'll look at here will be State 27 Homes. So I'm just going to click on State 27 Homes. For those of you that are not aware, State 27 Homes is a consumer real estate website, and I'm just wanting to show you guys what this looks like when you open it up, because I want to make you aware that you have a personal URL to this site. So once State 27 opens from the dashboard, you'll just want to click here on Edit My Profile, and that will bring you to this page where you will have the opportunity to upload your photo. I'm going to show you some training to show you how to do that a little bit later. What I want to talk about right now is the personal URL. So what you're looking for is going to be in this field, and probably what you're going to find there will be your name and maybe your 9-digit NERDS number, also known as your MFR MLS ID number. So you can actually change your PURL or your personal URL to anything you like. If you try to pick something that's already being used, the system just won't allow you to do that. So once you enter the name that you would like to use, what you're actually looking for is going to be found right down here. And you'll just copy that. I'm trying to highlight that. My system's not working with me too well here. But you'll just want to highlight this text, and then you can right-click and select Copy. Now, I'm going to be showing you in just a little bit where you will paste that URL so that you can utilize it in your email signature, in your web page, or even place a link on your social media to draw people into State 27 Homes. Now, I'm going to close this tab right now, and what I'm going to do is click on Matrix, because the best way to show you these marketing tools is probably just to show you from the end result. And there are so many different things that you can do with these tools that I thought the way I would show you is by first showing how you can use these tools on your website. So I'm in Matrix. I'm going to go to my Agent Matrix web page. So My Matrix, the My Matrix tab, and then selecting My Information. And then from here, we want to click on Agent Web Page. So I'm just going to scroll to the bottom of this screen and click Preview. and this will open up My Agent webpage. So what I want to point out to you, for example, here we see State 27 Homes, and I just showed you that personal URL and where to find that. You can add a hyperlink just like this one to your own website, and again, you can copy it into your email signature or even make a social media post. So I'm going to click here on State 27 Homes just like a consumer would, and that will open up State 27 Homes. Your customers will be able to enter a city or zip code, whatever area they want to search in, and every property that they click on when they use that personal URL, you will find that that listing will be branded to you with all of your contact information. So that's a really nice feature, and again, I'll show you in just a moment how you can add that to your email signature as well. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you here is down payment resource, and you notice I have this graphic. This is a hyperlink. When a consumer clicks on this hyperlink, it opens up down payment resource where consumers can see if they're eligible for down payment assistance programs. So of course they would just click here, fill out this information, and what happens with that is you will get a lead, and that lead will let you know what, if any, down payment assistance programs a customer would qualify for, and you'll still get the lead even if a customer does not qualify for any. And I always like to point out that not everyone who applies for down payment assistance necessarily needs it to purchase a home. So don't feel like, these aren't going to be great leads. And in fact, a lot of people see if they're eligible. There are some listings that would provide more than 31 different resources for down payment assistance programs and thousands of dollars. So a lot of people like to see if they're eligible. So don't discount them just because they're looking for down payment assistance. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you in my website is this graphic. This is a graphic to Builders Update. If you were on your dashboard at mfrlogin.com, Builders Update can be found right here. So I'm just going to jump back over here and click on the graphic for Builders Update. Builders Update is all about new construction. So that would include pre-construction, under construction, and completed construction homes. And when you provide your own personal link to Builders Update, your customers click on any of these listings and they will never see the builder, but rather at the bottom of the page, they'll see your contact information. If you choose to add your headshot here, they'll have that, and then of course you can add your broker logo. So that is Builders Update. Another interesting thing to know about Builders Update is you can actually register your prospective buyers. And if builders participate with Builders Update, once you register your prospective buyers with Builders Update, your commission dollars would be protected because they would, once you register, they give you a grace period to actually bring that customer into one of their model homes. If your customer reached out to them via their website, or if your customer walked into a model home alone, then you would have already protected yourself because you would have registered that prospective buyer. So I'm going to show you where you can find out more about Builders Update in addition to those marketing resources. Now, one of my favorite resources is this next hyperlink. In the web page, I actually just typed in the words, click here to learn what your home is worth, and then I associated that with a link. So when we click on that, or a customer clicks on that, it opens your What's My Home Worth website. A customer can type in their property address, and when they click search, one of two things can happen. Depending on how you set up your Cloud CMA settings, either Cloud CMA will automatically email the customer a CMA, or you can choose to send the customer a CMA that you prepare to allow you to control the comparables that are being sent to the customer. So you do have that option, and I'll show you where to find that as we go through. Now, I'm just going to close that tab, and I've got one more here in my website to show you, and that is New Home Source Professional or New Home Source Pro. I'm just going to click on that, and New Home Source Pro actually provides you with your own new construction website. So you'll see your information here, your broker logo here, and then any homes that would be searched for in NHS Pro would be branded directly to you. So this is a very nice way to have those customers that are looking for new construction search for homes. I am just going to go ahead and close that tab. I want to take you back to Matrix, and I'm going to scroll up to the top of this page because you can also provide some of these hyperlinks in your email signature. So remember where we started. We're in Matrix. We went to the My Matrix tab and then My Information. And when we click here, that brings us into this area. This time we're going to select Email Signature. So once the page opens, you can see here in Matrix, any email or listings that you send out through Matrix, you can provide those same hyperlinks. So you'll probably remember, just a moment ago, I showed you where to find your personal URL for State 27 homes. So when you come to email signature, all you have to do is type in state27homes.com. You'll then want to highlight that text and come right up to this link icon in the email box, and you would right-click and select Paste to enter your personal URL for State 27 Homes, and then that becomes a hyperlink in your Matrix email signature. Now, understand that not only can you use these hyperlinks in your email signature through Matrix, but in any email signature, regardless of the platform. So if you have Gmail or Yahoo, excuse me, maybe you have a private server, you can set up these hyperlinks in your signature. So I'm just going to go ahead and close Matrix for now, close that web page. And here we are back at mfrlogin.com. The next tool I want to show you is going to be DPR, or Down Payment Resource. So you'll remember the hyperlink in my website. So if I click on this, this is where you can find your personal URL to Down Payment Resource. So I just need to click cancel here. This actually, when you first go into DPR, you can join the Down Payment Insiders Facebook group if you want to, and then you can click not to show that again. But here you see your personal URL for the Down Payment Resource page. And if I click on Down Payment Connect, I just want to show you, you can actually find that here once again. And this provides you with your free customized landing page for those customers that are interested in down payment resource programs. So you can use this link in your email signature, in an email marketing campaign, on your website, or in social media posts. So a lot of different options with Down Payment Connect. Now I'm just going to click the back button on my browser because I want to show you all of the marketing resources that you do have. So I'll click here, and from here I'm going to go ahead and click on the graphics library, And here you can see, you might remember looking at my my web page. This is the graphic that I use on my web page. You might choose something different, but you can see 2 steps to get that added into your website. You can also add it into your email signature. Social media images, so 4 steps, 4 easy steps to make a post, just like this one, using your social media. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right down here you'll find the various ads that you could utilize on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You can also create customizable flyers here in down payment resource. So you'll notice there are 5 steps to creating, but essentially you would just select the flyer that you like, save it to your desktop. It is a PDF document that is editable, so you'd be able to edit this with your own branding information. And then if you continue to scroll, you'll find all kinds of video tutorials to help you get all of these items set up. And again, at the end of this webinar, I will be showing you our university site where you will find everything you need to get everything set up and working for you very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and click to close down payment resource. Now, the next place we're going to go is right here, and that is Cloud CMA. Cloud CMA is an absolutely beautiful product. Cloud CMA is so much more than just a tool that puts together beautiful, highly customizable CMAs. You can also create buyer tours here, property reports, and single-page flyers utilizing Cloud CMA. If you've never been into Cloud CMA before, when you first come into this page, you will be prompted to provide some of your contact information, and you'll be asked to enter your password. Your password is going to be the same password that you use when you log into Matrix. So very simple. Once you get in here, you'll want to go to the top right-hand side of the screen and click here on Settings. Settings will bring you to the Edit User Settings page, and your default starting tab is going to be the User tab. Here you can enter your contact information. You can upload your agent photo. You can also upload your broker logo. And I just want to caution you while we're here, you notice the new password. Please don't change your password. When you're over here on this tab, which is the mfrlogin.com dashboard, you have single sign-on access to everything that you see here in the top portion of your screen. So changing your password here would prevent you from having that single sign-on access. So you certainly don't want to bother that at all. The next thing I want to show you is the Contact tab. And when you come in here, you'll see New Contact. So you can add all of the information that you want to include in Cloud CMA. So you see what I've added. My business address, a mobile phone number, email address, office phone number. Also, I have added my LinkedIn account as well as my Facebook account. So in order to add this information, you'll see New Contact, and then you've got this arrow. It's defaulted to blog. Once you click on that, then you can enter your information. So maybe you have a blog. You can leave blog. You can just enter right here in this field your URL for your blog. Select Add, and then you'll see it appear in the bottom portion down here. If you want to enter your phone number or an email address, just click on the corresponding link. You'll notice that I have chosen to add my Facebook profile. So in order to do that, it was really simple to do. I just went to, I opened my Facebook account, and I went to my homepage. So I'm on my Facebook profile, and right up here, I just selected to, oops, didn't mean to cut that. I pasted it back in, luckily. I can just copy, right? Copy, and then come back over here and right-click and select paste, and then click add, and then that brings my Facebook profile here. So we're going to take a look at how you can put a post into Facebook from Cloud CMA in just a moment. For now, I'm going to skip all the way down to lead gen, which is lead generation, of course. And this is where you can find all of your lead generation tools that are provided for you right here in Cloud CMA. So, first of all, if you are a Zillow Tech Connect user, you can watch this short little 3-4 minute video that will guide you through linking your Cloud CMA account with your Zillow Tech Connect account. Now, we're not going to do that here in this webinar, but again, these videos, all of them are 3 or 4 minutes at the longest. The next link we see here is the What's My Home Worth website. Now, you'll remember we clicked on that link when we were in My Agent webpage. So if we click on that link from here, we'll see that it does open that same webpage where you'll have your information. So I'm just going to go back to my Cloud CMA tab. This video, again, about 3 or 4 minutes. Now, we come to social media sites. So as you can see, you have Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. There is a video here that would walk you through these steps, but I just showed you how to add your Facebook profile to Cloud CMA. So once you've done that, and the first time you click on these items, it will ask for permission to link. So just be aware of that. I've already done that. So I'm going to click here on Facebook. And this is what the post would look like. But you would probably want to come in here and say something about your market area. You really don't want people from all over the country clicking on this link. You want to draw in people from your market area. So, for example, you might say something in the post like, great time to sell. Oops, I guess I better slow down with my typing. Great time to sell. And if you're in the maybe Sarasota, Bradenton area, click here. And then right down here, all the way down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can choose to post this to Facebook. Now, you'll want to set your privacy. I've got mine selected to only me. You'll probably want to make that a public post, but mine's set to only me. And I'm now going to click Post to Facebook. And we'll see that we go back to the Cloud CMA tab. But if I go over here to Facebook, and I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this Facebook page. Take it just a moment to open up, but here's our post. So great time to sell. If you're in the Sarasota, Bradenton area, click here. Customer clicks on What's My Home Worth, and they will once again, as you can see here, it is that same What's My Home Worth website. So a very, very nice tool that you can use on social media. So I'm just going to close all of that down, and we'll close that one down. And back to Cloud CMA. The next option for Cloud CMA is to add a What's My Home Worth button to your website. You can do that. Watch the video, again, just 3 or 4 minutes. Now, this next section is really important. You'll notice it says automatically email web leads, and you'll notice I do not have a check mark in that box. However, if you place a check mark in that box, what happens is it will automatically email a finished CMA to the web lead, okay? But if you don't place a check mark in the box, if you leave it unchecked, then that you will get an email with the web lead, but you will put together the CMA yourself, which gives you control over the comparables that you're sending to that prospect. So you'll be notified via email that you have the lead, and then again, you put together the CMA rather than the system automatically generating that for you. Finally, right down here at the bottom of the page, you will see that if you, for example, if you have an account with Rated Agent ID or Testimonial Tree, maybe Zillow, you can enter in your usernames and click Update, and that will link those accounts to your Cloud CMA account for customer testimonials. Again, a very short video that you can watch that will walk you through the easy steps on getting that set up and ready to go. So I am going to just go right ahead and close down Cloud CMA. The next tool I want to talk about just very briefly is right here. This is ListTrack. And you brokers, when you click on ListTrack, you have the opportunity to see all of the listings from your office and how those listings are performing out there on the internet on third-party websites. So you can see, for example, how many clicks a listing is getting, and it will show you the difference between unique clicks and total clicks. It will show you how much time individuals are spending viewing a listing, if they're sharing it with anyone, if they're saving it, if they're requesting more information. It will show you a heat map of where in the country individuals are located that are clicking on the listings in your office. Now, your agents have ListTrack, but they can only see their own listings. As a broker, you can see the listings for your entire office. Now, ListTrack does provide you with some lead generation tools as well, and it also provides you with a seller's weekly report. So agents or brokers, you guys can send your seller a weekly summary to show them how their listings are performing on the internet, on third-party websites. And when I say third-party websites, I'm talking about everything from Zillow to websites that you may never have even heard of before. So a lot of good information for you guys, a lot of good marketing tools for you guys in ListTrack. Now, as I scroll down to the next part of my dashboard, we will take a look at RatePlug. Now, RatePlug is a mortgage calculator, and it's a tool that is available not only to brokers and agents, it's also available to customers. So how does that work? I'm going to jump into Matrix to show you how RatePlug can work. And I am just going to pick a recent search once Matrix opens up for me. I'll just go to recent searches, and I'm going to select this recent search. So here are all of my search results. And here I can see RatePlug. And you'll notice you also can see a down payment resource icon there. That simply means that there are down payment assistance programs available for that listing. So anytime you see that icon on any listing, that lets you know that, of course, you know, your buyer has to qualify, but programs are available for that particular property. Now I'm going to click on the MLS number, and that'll open the broker synopsis. Now, from here, this is where we can access RatePlug. Of course, we could have accessed it back there on our other results display, but I wanted to show it to you here. So we see, for example, this list price is $359,000. if I click on RatePlug from here, I'm going to see four, well, here's three. Sometimes you'll see four, and sometimes you'll see 5 different loan scenarios in RatePlug. The interesting thing here is that over here where you see sample lender, you can actually set this up. You can invite 5 of your favorite lenders to partner with you and advertise right here in this space. So in order to invite your favorite lenders, you simply click here, and a lot of lenders already participate. For those that don't, you can send them an invitation to link with you and connect with you in this way. So this doesn't cost you anything, and there is a small fee that the lender would pay if they choose to advertise in this space. With regard to how it's used, now your customers have access to this in their portal, just like you have access to it in the broker synopsis. So we saw that this home was listed for $359,000. Let's just say, for example, our customer wanted to offer $350,000. And we'll go ahead and stick with that 20% down payment. You can change that number if you need to, or you could enter a dollar amount for the down payment. And when you click calculate, you'll notice over here that our numbers have changed. It even gave us another loan scenario. It gave us 4 now instead of 3 loan scenarios. So it also, you'll see here, pulls in HOA fees. It's pulling directly from the broker synopsis, so it'll pull in those HOA fees for you as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and close that one down. And again, I just want to take a moment and click here on down payment resource from the broker synopsis. When we do, we can see here what, if any, how many, and how much money would be available in down payment resources. So this one only has 1 program with $2,000 available, but you'll see that there are a number of listings out there that have many, many programs and thousands of dollars to offer in assistance. I am going to go ahead and close Matrix now. And the next thing that we'll take a look at, or at least talk about, will be eProperty Watch. Now you can access eProperty Watch here on your mfrlogin.com dashboard, but you can also access it from Matrix. So once again, clicking on Matrix will open on our home page, and we'll find that we have a widget there for eProperty Watch. So keep in mind your home page probably doesn't look anything like mine, and that's simply because these widgets can be moved. You just left click and drag these widgets anywhere you want them to go. And if eProperty Watch is not open like this on your home page, you will be able to locate it by locating the widget that's titled Additional. Once you locate that widget, you can simply hover your cursor right over eProperty Watch, left click, and drag it to open it up. So here we have eProperty Watch. Now the purpose of eProperty Watch is to stay in touch with customers that you have done business with. So let's go ahead and click here on eProperty Watch. Once you've done business with a customer, you want to stay in touch with those customers so that they reach out to you when they're ready to do business in real estate again, right? They buy their next home, or maybe they buy a second home, or certainly to tell their friends about you. So you can add your customers right up here in the top of this screen that opens. You'll see clients. If you click on that, you can add your customers by simply clicking here. This will allow you to add all of your customers' contact information. And then I'm just going to open details for a customer. And your customer, in this case, you might set them up on the property that you sold them, that you closed on, right? But you can see the customer can actually add additional listings if they want to, additional properties to keep up with. So what we see down here is an email that's going out to the customer on a weekly basis that's keeping them up to date on their home value. So I'm just going to go right down here and click on an example of an email that a customer would have received. So here we see the customer received the email. It showed them the value of their home. They can click here to learn more about that. Other information provided to your customers, different articles are going to be in here each time. But the email will provide that opportunity for you to stay in touch with your customers and to keep them from clicking on all of these websites that offer to tell them what their home is worth. Because they're getting this email weekly, there's no need for them to click on those links, for example. So the idea is to keep you in front of them and to have them reach out to you the next time they're ready to buy or sell real estate. A really nice program with eProperty Watch. And now, just want to mention too, you can allow the system to send the report with regard to the home's value based on the real AVM. That's the realist automated valuation model. Or you can enter a custom value so that you have more control over what's going on with the information that they're receiving. So I'm just going to go ahead and close that report, close that example email. We're taken back into Matrix, and I am going to close that tab. So we have looked at our marketing tools. I just want to scroll right down here at the bottom of the screen. I want to point out to you the MFR MLS University site. I want to click on that site and show you where you can find all of the resources that you will need to set up all of these great marketing tools that we've gone over today. When you first get into the university, you will see the menu bar across the top, and what you want to see or look for is course handouts. You can click here, and that will open our MFR MLS document library. The document library will provide you with course handouts on many of our courses, but the one we're looking for is MLS Marketing Tools. MLS Marketing Tools, that's going to be a PDF document that you can download and save to your computer. And it's nice to keep on hand because using it, you can print it or you can just save it to your computer, and then you can use that when you take the class. So I'm going to click the back button on my browser and show you where you can find the class in the university site. So course handouts are right there, but we're going to scroll down until we come to the section titled Elective MLS Classes, and then we see MLS Marketing Tools. So this is the complete marketing tools class that, along with your course handout, will walk you through setting up your marketing tools. We also offer the MLS Marketing Tools class live at your local board or association. Further, if you scroll down the screen to product demos and tutorials, you will find complete demos on all of the products that we looked at. So, for example, Builder's Update. You'll learn everything about Builder's Update, how to register your customers, for example, not just the marketing tools. So this will focus on the total product. The same thing with Cloud CMA, Down Payment Resource, eProperty Watch, List Track, and RatePlug. And then finally, State 27 Homes. Now it says for agents, but brokers can watch this and do the exact same thing with State 27 Homes if you choose to do that. And again, I will remind you to please let your agents know about all of these tools. Maybe they're not aware of all of these tools either. Now, if you want to try to attend a live class for the MLS Marketing Tools class, then right here you can do that, class sign up, and just look for those live classes at your local association or venue. So if you have any questions or any concerns with regard to anything that we've covered here today, now would be the time to go ahead and type that information into the Q&A panel. You can go ahead and type that into the QA panel if you have any questions, any concerns. We would just like to thank you so much. It's just a joy to have you guys here attending today's webinar. We're really excited about our June broker webinar series. Coming up on June 13th, we have a broker webinar titled Powerful Public Records, and this is going to be a webinar that you do not want to miss. It is going to walk you through both IMAP and Realist and show you some really unique ways that you can utilize both of those tax databases to put together marketing campaigns. Really fantastic information that you can find using your tax records and design a campaign all around just about anything you can think of. The sky's the limit. So please don't miss that webinar. Also on June 20th, oh, by the way, on June 13th, Chris Lamia, he is going to be conducting that webinar, Powerful Public Records. On June 20th, John Lipscomb will be conducting Your Listings Online, and that is a webinar that you don't want to miss either. We're just really happy that that you guys chose to join us today. We encourage you to join the additional webinars. Let's see, I'm looking at the QA panel. Oh, thank you so much, Julia. Thank you, thank you. That's wonderful to hear. We appreciate your feedback. So glad you enjoyed the presentation. You will be seeing the June 13th class. If you're not currently seeing it, it will come up in your Matrix news feed so that you can register for that. There will be 3 webinars. You can pick your time. I think they're going to be at the same time, so they'll be offered at 9:30. They'll be offered at noon, and then again at 2:30 on June the 13th. And it looks like Chris was so kind as to email you the link, Kim, so thank you. Thank you for planning to join us. Anyone else have any questions about any of your marketing tools? Please get into a class, whether it's online or whether it's in person. The important thing is to get into a class. Tell your agents to get into a class. Again, we don't care if you watch it online or come in. We just want to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of your MLS subscription. And there are some amazing tools here. A quick story, I was doing this class one day when we first started doing the MLS Marketing Tools class. And while I was doing the class, a young lady was setting up for Cloud CMA. She made one of the social media posts using Cloud CMA. That is a 2-hour class, by the way, the MLS Tools class, MLS Marketing Tools 2-hour class. She actually got a lead while she was sitting right there in class after she set up or just posted one of those social media posts. She got a lead right then and there in class. So I just think that's a great story to tell, and just wanted to make you aware that that's how it can work for you. Great, Sophia, we're happy to know that you'll be joining us too. Thank you so much. Those of you guys that don't have any questions or any remarks that you would like to add to the QA panel, any questions or concerns, you can do that at any time. If you don't have anything, then we just want to say thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to to be here. Thank you. And you may leave the webinar at this time. This will conclude the webinar, so please feel free to leave the event. You are so welcome, Deidre. Thank you for being here. Please feel free to leave the event unless you have a question or a comment that you would like to place in the QA panel. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay, guys, thank you so much. It was wonderful to have you here today. We look forward to seeing you in future broker webinars. Have a great day.